Let us begin by stilling the noise of the outer world and turning our awareness inward. Because to speak of Archangel Gabriel is not merely to speak of a figure from sacred texts or a character from religious tradition, it is to open a sacred doorway, a threshold between what is seen and what is felt, between the realm of spirit and the realm of flesh. Gabriel is not just the angel of announcements. Gabriel is the voice of hope, the clarion that sounds when destiny is near. In the celestial hierarchy, Gabriel holds one of the most profound positions, that of cardinal archangel. This is not symbolic fluff, it is a sacred designation. Cardinal archangels are not just messengers, they are stewards of divine will, administrators of cosmic law, and guardians of spiritual thresholds. Gabriel's realm is communication, but not communication in the mundane sense. This is divine communication, the sacred transference of truth, timing, and transformation. In Christian tradition, Gabriel is the one who stands before Mary and declares the coming of Jesus. He does not suggest, he declares, and in that one moment, the eternal touches time. In Islam, he appears as Jibril, entrusted with delivering the words of Allah to the Prophet Muhammad, not once, but over the course of 23 years. The angel didn't drop a message and leave. He remained, walking beside the prophet, guiding, illuminating, revealing. But to stop at the surface of these stories is to miss Gabriel's deeper mystery. For Gabriel does not merely relay messages. Gabriel reveals what the soul is ready to know.
His messages do not just inform, they initiate. He appears in visions, in dreams, in whispers at the edge of meditation. He speaks in symbols, in sensations, in sudden knowing. This is why in Jewish mysticism, he is deeply connected with the realm of Yesod on the tree of life, the foundation, the bridge between spirit and material. Gabriel's domain is water. This is no accident. Water is memory. Water is fluidity. Water is the bridge between solid and formless. Like water, Gabriel flows into the cracks of our knowing, washing away illusion, preparing the soul for new truth. When you feel emotional release during a moment of spiritual insight, that's Gabriel. When a dream carries a message that pierces your heart with clarity, that's Gabriel. He is also the chief of the watchers, those beings who look upon humanity not to judge, but to guide. And as celestial Gabai, he is the divine administrator, ensuring that the right soul receives the right blessing at the right time. This is Gabriel's higher calling, to manage the mystery of divine timing. He doesn't just deliver the message, he opens the space for the message to land. But Gabriel's voice does not always come as a trumpet. Sometimes it is the silence that breaks your heart open, the intuitive pull you cannot explain, the song lyric that hits you like lightning, the passage in a book that reads your soul better than your own thoughts. These are echoes of Gabriel's presence. He speaks when the veil thins. He speaks when you are ready to hear. Now let us turn to his role in esoteric traditions. In the book of the angel Raziel, Gabriel is the revealer of secrets to Adam, the first human. Imagine this, the first soul cast from paradise, disoriented and grieving, is met not with condemnation, but with revelation. That's Gabriel, not the punisher, not the enforcer, the guide, the one who kneels beside you in the dark and whispers, "You are not alone. There is still a path. Let me show you." And in the mystical testament of Abraham, Gabriel becomes the psychopomp, the guide of souls, who tenderly walks with Abraham as he prepares to cross into eternity, not rushing him, not frightening him, just walking side by side, guiding, explaining, loving. That's the compassion of Gabriel. In astrology, Gabriel is linked with the moon and the water signs Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. He governs the inner tides. He stirs the sacred feminine. He rules over dreams, prophecy, and the divine intelligence that speaks not in data, but in rhythm. This is why Gabriel is not just revered in religious traditions, but deeply honored in modern intuitive and spiritual circles. His presence is called upon in rituals, creative processes, womb blessings, birthings, physical and spiritual, and he is with us still. In the fourth heaven, Gabriel presides over the flow of divine knowledge. He governs the realm where angels that oversee the natural world gather. He is their conductor, their orchestrator, the divine librarian who ensures that revelation reaches the seeker at the exact moment their soul cries for it. You may recognize him in art, holding a trumpet or a lily. The trumpet symbolizes his role in sounding the divine wake-up call, especially in Christian eschatology. The lily represents purity, particularly the purity of divine truth as it flows through him, untouched, unsullied, into the heart of the receiver. He is not the source of truth. He is the vessel that carries it untainted. In Jewish Kabbalah, he guards the boundaries of the invisible. In Islam, he is the bridge of revelation. In Christianity, he heralds the turning of the age. But in every tradition, Gabriel is the same, a being who brings light into dark places, whose voice is the very echo of God's love calling us home. So how do we listen for him? You don't have to climb a mountain. You don't have to fast for 40 days. Gabriel's frequency is clarity. You meet him in the stillness. In honest prayer, in writing that flows like it's coming from somewhere else, in tears that release without warning, in the dream that feels more real than waking. You meet Gabriel when you are willing to hear what the soul has been trying to say. If you want to feel him close, sit in meditation and simply say, Gabriel, divine messenger, I am open. Speak to me. Then wait, not for noise, but for presence, for a shift in atmosphere, for an insight, a vision, a knowing that is not yours, and yet utterly true. The angel who announced the births of the prophets, who whispered holy scripture into the ears of sages, who guides the souls of the righteous to paradise, that same being watches over you, not as a distant myth, but as a present companion, an ally, a witness to your becoming. Gabriel reminds us that every ending is an annunciation. Every loss holds the seed of a new beginning. Every silence conceals a word that will someday break through with the force of destiny. His voice is the call to rise, to speak your truth, to walk your path with clarity. And if you'd like to deepen your relationship with Archangel Gabriel, to learn his symbols, roles, traditions, and how to invite his presence into your life, then check the description below for a link to the full book. Let the divine messenger teach you how to listen with the soul, speak with the heart, and walk with faith.